overthink what I want to say, then it never ends up coming out properly. I'm like shaking. Anyways, what I wanted to say was I feel a lot of the time that I think in feelings. When someone asks how I feel about something or how I'm feeling, I have an overall emotion or feeling about it, but it's really hard to put into words what I'm feeling or even why I feel that way. The whole point of that little spiel is that I wanted this to be an unfiltered mind vomit, or else I'm never gonna get out what I want to say. I don't even know what I want to say. I've laid in bed for the past week and a half, 2 weeks or whatever, thinking about what exactly I want to be saying on here. And a lot of it was just let yourself mind vomit. You have a few key things you want to talk about. Don't stress about them or you're gonna forget them. That happens to me a lot. But I digress. Took a shower, washed my face, didn't wash my hair because girls only wash their hair like once or twice a week. So this is just a nourishing mask, hydrating mask, or whatever to put on after you wash your face, so you don't feel so, tight. Bioderma face wipes that I only bought because they were on sale. Just gonna wipe this all off. Make sure when you have a wet wipe or something, just fucking get behind your ears. Just get behind there. I have eyelash extensions, so I'm just gonna brush them out a little bit. Trying to relax. I'm so nervous, but Taylor Dean says I can do it. Then I can fucking do it, okay? Taylor Dean believes in me. So I have a vitamin C and hyaluronic acid serum by Pearlessence. That's banging up there. Oh. What's going on in your day? Try to concentrate on the areas that, like, you do want to start helping wrinkles, and I have big folds right here that I'm super self-conscious about. Just the folds of my face, not really anything I can do about it, but if I can try to plump them, hey, I sure will. So getting things from Winners is actually kind of difficult if, you want to get the same thing, so I actually have another hyaluronic acid that I'm waiting for this one to be finished, and then I'm going to start using this one. It's from The Ordinary, hyaluronic acid, 2% plus B5, and The Ordinary is very, very cheap. Each one of their serums is like $5 to $10, which is pretty good, I think. So after that, I have this little tiny Drunk Elephant C-Firma Day Serum. It is to firm and brighten. So let's see how much we can get out here. Oh girl, come on. A little more. Ooh, smells like fermented pumpkins. It really does. Smells like rotting Halloween. I anticipate there's going to be a lot of jump cuts in this. I don't mean to make it so. Just the way I think it's gonna go. So I am subscribed to Ipsy, tailored to what you do a little test and say, ooh, I like nail polishes, or don't fucking like nail polishes, or like eyeliners, and only black, no colorful ones, So I got this It Cosmetics gel lotion. It was a gel moisturizer, which is relatively better for oily ass skin like I have. It's just a tiny little dude. So I know I don't have a whole lot of this left. This is definitely one that I am gonna go buy and will probably become one of my staple moisturizers. Yeah, bitch, get out there. Doesn't really have a smell. So let's get in there. Okay. I'm still shaking, by the way. I know it's only been like 5 minutes, but like, I'm not doing that. It's doing it by itself. I am a super duper oily bitch. So, Lala Retro Whipped Cream Moisturizer. So I like to put just a tiny bit of this on top of the gel. I feel like it helps kind of lock all the other stuff in, you know? Okay. Take a moment to say I'm really sorry if I'm annoying. I don't know how to do this type of thing. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't have very many friends. I don't have friends. The few friends that I have are online acquaintances. My only real friend is my boyfriend, and he is my bestest friend. Best friend I could ever ask for, best significant other I could ever ask for. But it doesn't change the fact that I don't have friends. And that might make me a little awkward. And I might even, I'm on a line between like, maybe I'm not that awkward and then I'm just anxious about it. Or, yeah, you really are that fucking awkward, and maybe shut the fuck up about it. You're making it worse. So again, with an Ipsy bag goodie, First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Hyaluronic Hydrating Primer, safe for sensitive skin. This is another one of those things, along with the It Cosmetics Gel Moisturizer, that I am going to buy the full size of. Anyways, this is one of my favorite primers right now. This shit right here smells so good. It smells like straight up super refreshing cucumber. Oh my god. It smells so good. Y'all. So. Sorry. So I know I started this out really awkward. I'm not used to this. And I'm scared, and I feel like a child. I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, never really properly introduced myself. Countess Cat? Countess? Just Cat, whatever. Whatever. Oh yeah? Only one person's gonna get that. So, doing my eyebrows is a fucking nightmare. Pushed everything up a little bit. And fuck it, because we a dirty bitch, we're gonna fix those lashes again too. Now, I have the Anastasia DIPBROW Pomade in Blonde. I find this a little green, but everything else I have, like this Colourpop Brow Pencil in Honey Blonde, I find is just, here, let me just, very, very honey blonde. Okay. My inside's still shaking, y'all. I feel like this video is gonna go fucking terrible, but I promised myself that I would be able to get through this. I'm gonna need a lot of moments to just kind of collect myself. I don't like myself. I don't think very many people like themselves. I see other people say that they don't like themselves. They're depressed. They don't have motivation to do anything. They have friends. Not all of them, but like I've seen people that say that, and they have friends. They go out. Not everybody. I just want to show people who I am and what I feel. I want to feel understood. Not even so much understood, just heard. Not that I don't get that ever. My boyfriend always listens to me, always offers any kind of help. You know, it's always, baby, tell me anything you need, and I'm jumping up out of this chair and going to get it for you. If it's an ice cream that's gonna make you happy, even just for this little moment, he's gonna get up, and he's like at 3 o'clock in the morning, he will run up and he will get me an ice cream just because my happiness means the most to him. Sorry, I got off track. I do that a lot, and it's really embarrassing. I forget what I'm talking about a lot of the time, so that's something I struggle with and that I'm anxious about. I take medication that gives me mind fog. It makes my life, if it's not in the immediate moment, almost everything else that has happened feels like a dream, where I can't remember all of the details like a normal person could. I've lost a lot of maybe important, maybe not, memories. Basically, my brain right now is just a really slow chugging train. Or not even that. My brain is a really slow, morbidly obese hamster on a broken wheel. I don't want to say doing his best, but he's not doing his best. I'm not doing my best. I don't do my best to try to make myself feel better. I don't do my best to do much of anything for myself. But I didn't want to make these videos just about this. I enjoy watching, you know, people just banter, you know, and get ready with me. You know, put makeup on, just chit chat, do whatever. So this is gonna be my getting ready and chit chatting about me and just who I am, and maybe you'll want to hear more or maybe you won't. So I've completely forgotten what I was talking about. I watch Tana Mojo videos, and you watch her editing of her videos, and you see her talking to the camera, and it'll cut to a moment of her just being like, and she'll just leave it there for like 15 seconds just to show that she's like not there thinking and just kind of like derped out. I feel like that's me all the time. Not even really thinking, just feeling something. Eyebrows. I will do the Anastasia just so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Maybe it won't come out as bad. We'll see. I am no makeup guru by any way, shape, or form. Just gonna dip a little. I should start underneath all of the hairs, right? Because sometimes I feel like I need to be just in the hair. Anyways, I'm gonna just try some shit. And if anything doesn't work out great, I can hide it with concealer. Sorry if I swear a lot. Do I swear too much? I don't really mean to do it. Again, like I said, this is just how I sort of speak to myself in my head when I do speak to myself in my head. And the only other person I really speak to consistently are my boyfriend, who has the exact same humor and the exact same fucking frickin' humor and you know, all that. Is this looking jacked? You know what movie that recently came out that was really overrated? I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna fucking say it. You ready? Are you ready? Midsummer. Interesting concept. I was super into the whole thing. Bitch, I don't fucking know. Midsummer was alright. I don't think it deserved as much, oh my god, as it did. I end up watching a lot of movies, a lot of TV shows with my boyfriend, because that's just like what we like to do, what we like to pass our time doing when we're not doing things. We watched Hereditary, and that movie fucked me up. That was a scary movie. That's probably one of my top favorite scary movies right now. It's sort of like a cosmic horror, sort of like I don't know if any of you are movie people, but The Thing, The Void, even the Alien movies, to be honest. Just something that otherworldly something is happening, and it makes you very uncomfortable. It's like there's so many other factors happening, like that newer movie Annihilation with Natalie Portman. Really good movie. I went into it thinking I was gonna hate it, but my friend online, Albino Bob, shout out, said that it was really good, so I trusted him. Let's get this eyebrow down, right? I am just going to use the excess on here, and again, I'm not too worried about going outside the lines because I can fix that with concealer. And oh boy, wait till you see my fucking concealer. Just remember I said that. My nerves are calming down a little bit, but still a little spook.
One eternity later.
Over it. I'm gonna go wash these. Lord help me. I'm gonna wash a. Well, they're already washed, but I'm just gonna go dampen a couple beauty blenders. I'll be right back on you. What's up? Before I start anything, I want to do something really quick. I have this Jeffree Star Velour lip scrub because you girl got fucking crusty ass lips. This is in the flavor root beer. Feels good. Hell yeah, I'm eating on my dead skin. Taste it out. I anticipate I'm going to be wearing lipstick today, and I don't want over crusty lips, you know? You know? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know. All right. tea with this concealer. It's a great concealer. She a thick bitch, but she's doing all right. Her name's coming off and everything. She's kind of old. It is fair neutral. Now, I am pretty fair, pretty light, but like even this, like, what? It's gonna look fucking wild, okay? It's gonna look fucking weird. If you've never tried Shape Tape before, it's got this nice, like, citrus smell. I really like citrus smells. I just want to shove it in my nose, just, no? No? No nose? It's gonna look crazy. It's gonna look a little crazy, but just give it time, okay? I think it doesn't look that crazy. I had to plan this day. I've been planning doing this for weeks. Had to make sure significant other was out of the house because I feel so uncomfortable and just not right talking to a camera and to people who aren't really there, so I can't see the reactions. I can't, you know, feed off of their energy. It's just all gonna be me. And as I stated earlier, I am not the biggest fan of myself, so I always think I'm doing everything wrong. I always think I'm just the most annoying person. I am the most useless. I am the epitome of, girl, just shut the fuck up. Anyways, my boyfriend's been really supportive of me trying to do this. What kind of TV shows you guys into? Like I said, my boyfriend and I watch a lot of TV. Well, I say TV, but we, you know, Netflix and, you know, sometimes pirates come by and drop stuff off for us. Right now, we just finished getting caught up on Handmaid's Tale. Girl, oh, that show gives me feelings, such feelings. My boyfriend and I also finished watching Legion. Okay, if you've never heard of Legion, there's something wrong with you. If you like Marvel and you've never heard of Legion, what the fuck are you doing? I'm not a huge Marvel person. I liked the Iron Man, I liked the Thor, I liked the first Avengers. After that, I fell off the boat. But this show is so fucking good. So good. Watch it. It is what it is, what it is. So. I'm having an anxiety spike. Do people even use, like, eyeshadow primer anymore? Everyone seems to be using, like, you know what, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try and use, concealer. Like, is that okay? I'm not a beauty guru, but I wanna be. I wanna be the very best the gurus ever was. I got this Colourpop Good Sport. I'm gonna show you. I'm looking for more of like a red, rusty, sullen look. I don't know what it is with me. I like to look, my face, my body, I like to look kind of sick, if that means anything to anybody. I like to look sullen. I like the grunge look. I like the heroin chic look. I am 100% not good at anything, but not good at doing eye makeup. I find sometimes when you do makeup with your hair up, you tailor it for your hair being up. So I'm just gonna kind of leave my hair in a low pony. Helps kind of adjust your makeup to your hair being down rather than it being like pulled back and up. Makeup is so much fun. And just another thing, it's kind of hard to do this with eyelash extensions. They can get all jacked up. Like, look at this. What is this? We're gonna go in with High Hopes. I am gonna go in with my tried and true MAC saddle. She's old. She's done some work. She's hit pan a while ago. It's my first video. I don't know what I'm doing with my pacing. What is happening right here? That's gonna for now. I'm gonna come back to it just to kind of blend everything in a little bit more. Okay. I have a really like makeup forever red. I know this is like a cherry red, so it's a little more pinky red, but it is what it is. We're gonna blend her, don't worry, we're gonna blend her. Gonna try to start to blend these two together. If you think you're done blending, shut up and blend some more. I'm having a lot of anxiety that this is gonna be boring. I keep trying to tell myself this is your first time doing this. It's not a big fucking deal. On top of that, I need to take a break. Coppering always just kind of like gives a little more, a little more. Oh, she's shiny. I'm having a really hard time. I'm having a really hard time and I don't want to hide it. I don't want to pretend that I'm not. I don't want to pretend that I'm just normally this way. I'm going to get into a little bit more of what I was talking about earlier because it's the main point of why I'm making this. I want to show you me. I have a lot more in my life than a lot of people, and I know that. A roof over my head, I always have food, 2 wonderful little puppies who are well taken care of, a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful boyfriend. I have a really hard time expressing myself or even wanting to get to know people because I have nothing to offer anybody. Do you know what a NEET is? I'll put the definition of NEET right here. That's me. No education, no job. I don't drive. People have to drive me everywhere. I'm 30 years old. Never learned how to drive. Don't want to. The idea of driving ever since I was a child has been the most terrifying thing. I remember when I was little, my mom pulled over on the side of the road. I was probably 15. She got out of the driver's seat, went around the front, came over to my side, pulled open the door and said, "Get in the front seat, you're gonna drive." I feel like most kids that age would have been like, "Fuck yeah, let's do that. Oh, hell yeah, mom, let me drive." I cried. I just cried. I cried, squealed, screamed, until she eventually just like, okay. Basically driving has just been a fear of mine ever since I was a kid, and I cannot get over it. I can't. Education, dropped out of high school. It just wasn't a good time for me. I had lost all my friends, rightfully so. Mom tried to bribe me with 20 bucks to go to school. She drove me to school after I slept in and said I'm not going. I don't even remember if I took it or not. I don't think I did. Anyways, gone to school, ran to the bathrooms, just fucking cried my eyes out. I remember crying, and like the kind of cry where you can't just like stifle it, you know? It's like you're full on like hyperventilating crying in a bathroom stall, and there's people coming in and out, and it's like you're almost not even in the same room as these people. And these bitches have the nerve to start mocking my crying. They're going, and I'm like, bitch, why you gotta do that? I didn't graduate till I was age 23. I am not proud of myself for very many things, trust me. But that's probably one of the only things that I'm proud of myself for. I'm gonna be mixing Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place makeup in 1C1 Cool Bones. It's pretty good for greasy skin. And I mix it with a tiny little blob of the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear in the color 410 Leap. I honestly have no interests, hobbies. I have no ambitions. So I'm gonna use this beauty blender. So it is damp, but I also spray it with some Fix Plus, and this is the Fix Plus Rose. Just get a little bit of this on it, and then I'll just kind of start blending this. I haven't had a job in probably 8.5, 9 years. I'm not proud of it. I worked at a Shoppers Drug Mart, which is a pharmacy. I loved my job. I was good at my job. I just wanted to do well. But there was this weird hierarchy. The women, especially the young women, were disregarded, and the men, especially the young men, were praised. Whatever. Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I met a lot of bad people. I acquired stalkers. I met people who tried to break into my basement apartment. How'd that happen? I hated it. I lived by myself at that time. A lot of stuff started to spiral once I lived by myself when I was working there. It's gonna sound really dramatic, and especially for something that happened so many years ago. But I know within me that working at that particular place, and I'm not trying to be dramatic, but it traumatized me. It traumatized me. It was everything that came with it. The people that I met there, the bosses that I had that completely disregarded my safety, the people that hated me for no reason. Again, I digress. Not saying that's why I don't have a job now. I'm saying that took me a while to get over. I had nightmares about it for years, where I would wake myself up by kicking and punching. Like, you know when you're sleeping and you get that feeling that you're falling, so you kind of just fucking jerk everything around? It was like that, but I'm punching and kicking the wall. But Kat, why don't you have a job now? It's been 9 years. Righto you are, my friend. After I left that job, I started to try to look for other jobs. One I was really excited to try to get into was EB Games, which is like GameStop. From the interview, they seemed to really like me. They really liked the fact that, you know, I had this whole Pokemon tattoo situation going on. And I'm not like the biggest gamer in the world, but it's not something that I would hate to learn as part of my job, you know? I forgot what I was talking about. I went to my old job and I was like, hey, supervisor, who's on my same level? Would you be okay being one of my references? And she said, oh yes, of course, sweetie. And then I went up to the assistant manager. I said, do you mind being one of my references? Yeah, sure, no problem. I go do my interview, give all my references to GameStop, and I'm super excited. They seem super hype about me. And I get a call from GameStop. Your interview went amazing, and our boss really liked you. And I was like, but we just want you to know that the references that you gave us all talk negatively about you. Are you fucking kidding me? Anyway, I felt really backstabbed. If you didn't want to be a reference, why would you have done that? Why did you do that? Why would you do that to me? I don't do contour a lot because I feel like I just look like a fucking moron. But I got the Anastasia cream contour kit. What was I just talking about? Right, references for I'll talk shit about you. The guy on the phone said, we still want to give you a chance because we like you, we like your personality, we think you would fit really good here. Just be careful the next time that you're giving references that they are gonna be on your side. Shit, I fucking thought they were. As soon as I hung up the phone, I was so unbelievably upset. I felt like I was just shot in my knees and fell to the ground. I didn't actually, but just sort of felt like someone just shot my legs out from underneath me. Anyways, I never called EB Games back. At the time, I had an online boyfriend that lived in Norway, and I said, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm sick of being here. I'm going to Norway. So that's when the back and forth between me going to Norway, him coming back and back and forth started. I don't remember where I was going with this. Oh, right. Why I have no job. I was back and forth in Norway for about 2 years. And then after those 2 years, he convinced me, and of course it's also my fault. Of course it's my fault. But he convinced me to overstay my visa. Right, so he convinced me that nobody in Canada was my friend. Nobody in Canada would want me back. Everyone in Canada thinks I'm an idiot. Not even your mom wants you back. Nobody will be able to take care of you like I can. Nobody will put up with your bullshit like I will. And you know what? As someone who already fucking hates themselves, you kind of believe it. And I overstayed my visa by 1.5 years. So like, I can't get a job out there. I don't know the language. I'm not even supposed to be there. I'm not going to be collecting any kind of assistance. Anyways, I got fucking sick of his bullshit. Just wanted me to be his fucking little China doll in a cage. I have a stupid button nose. How do I make that go away? So after I left him, almost immediately, I met who I'm with now. He just came out of a divorce. I don't know why I tried doing this. And we were both at the point that it's like, we have nothing to lose. We've just lost everything. And then we just sort of, what I like to call, unloaded everything about ourselves. The good, the bad, the ugly, everything, right then and there. And it was probably the most therapeutic thing, and it made us so close. He told me everything that happened to him. I told him everything that happened to me. The good things, the bad things, the really fucking ugly things. and it just made us so much closer. We just instantly accepted each other. I feel like I'm just blabbering on about my relationships. I never know where to put my contour, like right here? That's not gonna turn out right, but you know what? Let's fucking do it. I'm sorry, I lose my train of thought so quickly. I hope you're just still listening. I promise all my videos aren't gonna be like this. I just want you to know who I am. I guess I was trying to explain what a neat meant, and it ended up going on for like an hour and a half. After getting to know each other, you know, my biggest concern was this person is a wonderful person, has a really good job, a really nice home, puppies, you know, like a real adult with a real life. And then there's me, no education, no job, no hobbies, no interests. Before we officially said we were dating, I sat on his lap and I started to cry, and I said, I can't offer you anything. I don't have anything. I'm not anything. But he assured me that he loves me for who I am. He would do anything for me, and if I'm not ready to have a job, then there's no pressure. I wasn't ready for a long time. I'm getting to the point where I am sitting alone all day, albeit taking care of my puppies. I'm getting cabin fever, basically. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to not be useless all the fucking time. My whole life, fucking useless. Right now, where I am is a predominantly French area. I don't speak French, and the people around here don't want people that can speak English. So my light at the end of this tunnel sort of is, I'm not staying here forever. I'm hoping that doing this will spark some sort of something inside of me that'll make me happy. Let's get some setting powder, huh? I think I'm going to use the Laura Mercier in my T-zone and just a bit underneath my eyes, and then like all in my cheeks and stuff. I think I'm gonna put the Fit Me. So a bit like putting between here. Ooh, we're gonna be real cakey today, ladies. Can someone tell me what the last thing I was talking about was? Just gonna dunker in the Fit Me. Basically, I don't want to be a loser forever. I don't want to be a nothing forever. As somebody with depression, anxiety, a little hard to pull myself out of these holes. Bring her around town. Bring her around town. I'm 30 years old now, and I've been on medication since I was 18. I wonder, taking medication for so long, and especially at a point in your life where your brain is still developing, I wonder what that did to me. Just gonna I think what I was gonna say is it's hard for someone with depression to find joy in anything. I've always loved video games. I haven't played video games in months. I know I want to. At the moment, everything just seems so boring. In my head, everything is boring. It's rough. And I know I'm complaining a lot, but I don't talk about myself a lot because I feel like it's just complaining. I've tried a lot of things. I've tried so much shit over there. Of just like hobby try things. I wanted to crochet. Didn't really work out. Tried painting. That was really fun for a while. I have a couple paintings like on the walls and stuff. If you ever want to see, let me know. If no one says anything, I just won't fucking show you guys. This is the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara. I have a bunch of canvases over there. Like, even though I had ideas of things I wanted to do, the idea of getting up and doing them just was like, I don't want to. I bought a bunch of stuff to start doing resin art. Let me just show you one. You put them in molds. I don't know if you can tell, but it's not clear. But if you turn on this side, and there's this one. I had a lot of fun ideas for that I wanted to do. But again, because it's like almost every single time, I give up. So I warned you guys, I'm not very interesting. And I'm really disappointed in myself how this is turning out. If I do end up doing more of this, I want to talk about mental health and just what I know, what I feel. Maybe other people feel that way too. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just a big fucking baby, you know? Fucking privileged baby. Yeah, I know you're not supposed to pull your fucking eyes like this, but doing it anyway. You know, I usually kind of like to do my highlighter first. I'm going in. This is the Wet n Wild Make Glow Hydrating Powder in Blossom Glow. And for blush, the Milani Blossom Time Rose Powder. This is what she looks like. Is brown too much? Yeah, like I want to fucking go brown. Gray. The actual lipstick itself is a lot darker, so here it goes. This is Consensual Matte Lipstick by MAC. Baby? I think the only real thing left is to give it a little spritzy spritz of the MAC Fix Plus in Rose. So that's pretty much everyday kind of. I don't always do eyeshadow, but right when I get my eyelashes done, I like to kind of just leave my eyelashes alone, don't touch them. But as it comes closer to, you know, getting a fill, I'll just fuck around with them. They're all gonna fucking be fixed, and some of them are gonna fall out anyways. P.S. If you made it this far, thank you for listening to my banter. I promise that not every single video is gonna be me just being all depressed. But I just want you to know who I am. You wanna see my face more? Whatever, go for it. If you don't wanna see my face ever again, bye-bye. I don't blame you.